Hi, boys and girls. Happy Monday. We're moving along with our review to topic 5. So now we're going to do the inverse operation of multiplication, which is division. So we're going to start off just reviewing the concept of division and some of the vocabulary just to remind you. So remember, the idea of division is you're taking something large or a one full part and you're breaking it into equal parts, right? So that large part that you're beginning with would be called the dividend, right? And the number of equal groups that you're breaking it into is called the divisor. And then the number in each group is the quotient. So remember, you could see division set up this way. This is helpful when you're doing sort of division with your facts. But as you move along and you start doing either the traditional or the partial quotients algorithm, using the division box is sort of the standard, okay? So remember, outside of the box is your divisor. Inside of the box is your dividend, and then your answer is up top. That's the quotient. All right, so today we're going to use our basic facts and patterns to help us solve division problems. So again, this is really going to rely on your knowledge of your multiplication facts, right? Because the inverse or opposite of multiplication is division. So let's just review. When you divide, you find the number of equal groups or the number of items in each group. So if I divided 28 into 4 equal groups, so if I had 28 marbles and I put the marbles into 4 equal groups, there would be 7 marbles in each group, okay? So let's use our facts for today. So this is helping us sort of like we did with multiplication with patterns of multiples of 10, 100, and 1,000. So right here, if my fact is 24 divided by 6, I know 24 divided by 6 is 4, or think 6 times what gives you 24, right? Always think in terms of the multiplication if you get stuck. So I have the same fact, 24 and 6. So 24 divided by 6 is 4, and then I have a 0, okay? Same thing, now I have 2 more zeros. I have 2,400 divided by 6. The basic fact is 24 divided by 6, so I have that number, and then 2 zeros. You can also see that there's a pattern, right? Every time I'm going up by 10 or 100 or 1,000, okay? So the basic fact here, 30 divided by 5 is 6. So if I still have my basic fact, which is 30, and don't be thrown off when your basic fact has a 0 in it. Some of us are still making that mistake. 30 divided by 5 gives you 6, and then you have a 0. 30 divided by 5 gives you 6, and then 2 extra zeros. Or you can think of it in terms of the pattern. All right, so let's do some together. Let me get my trusty pen. Let's do red. Okay, so my basic fact is 28 divided by 4. 28 divided by 4 is 7. How many zeros are in my dividend? 2. So I'm going to add 2 here. And if you think of it as a pattern, 28 divided by 4 is 7. 280 divided by 4 was 70. 2,800 divided by 4 is 700, if the pattern sort of strategy works better for you. Here we have our basic fact in yellow. 45 divided by 9 equals 5. I have 1 0 in my dividend. I'm going to add it here. I put the dot in my dividend. That's something Miss Urban taught me a long time ago, and I think it's a great sort of check method. So here in pink, my basic fact, 18 divided by 2 is 9. And then I have 2 zeros in my dividend, 2 zeros in my quotient. Or again, if you're thinking in terms of patterns, 18 divided by 2 is 9. 180 divided by 2 would be 90. 1,800 divided by 2 would be 900. Here we have 36 divided by 6 gives me 6. And I have 2 zeros in my quotient. So 2 zeros in my dividend. So again, if you're using the pattern, 36 divided by 6 is 6. 360 divided by 6 would be 60. And then 3,600 divided by 6 is 600. Okay? And then let's do a word problem. This was part of the solve and share. So Jose has 270 hockey cards to arrange equally in 9 boxes. Each box can hold the same number of cards. How many cards should Jose place in each box? So there are a lot of clue words here that tell us that we're doing division. So equally, right? Definitely is like ding, 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 ding. I know I'm dividing. Each box can hold the same number, right? So you know each meaning you have to sort of break this big 270 into equal parts. So your division, if we're continuing with the idea of using our basic facts, we have our dividend is 270. We're breaking them equally into 9 groups. And then, so how many in each group? So let me just change. I'm getting fancy now. My color. My basic fact is 27 divided by 9, which gives you 3. And we have 1, 0, right? Or if you think of it in terms of the pattern, 27 divided by 9 is 3. 270 divided by 9 would be 30. And let's remember, we label this, it's a word problem. So how many cards? It would be 30 cards. Oh boy, not pretty. 30 cards, right? 30 cards in each box. Okay? So nice job today, everybody. Just remember your facts are really going to help you as we're sort of going back to division. All right? Happy Monday.